Oh boy, first and foremost, congratulations to the Cleveland Browns. Y'all got yourselves a W. AFC North football, I expected nothing less. This was going to mess around and be a very close game. Everybody knew that coming in. Tomlin is 4 of his last 5 games inside of Cleveland messed around and took losses. And then furthermore, on Thursday night, we're 0-7 Thursday night on the road under Mike Tomlin. We all knew this coming in. Pittsburgh Steelers fans was not coming into this game expecting this sumbitch to mess around and be a blowout. Casual fans were sitting over there looking at the record, talking about, well, they're 2-8, taking on an 8-2 football team. This should be a breeze for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Absolutely not. This is a classic game of Mike Tomlin playing down to the competition. I just want to say this for Myles Garrett right now. You are the reigning defensive player of the year, and you went out there and played like it. 3 motherfucking sacks in the first half. You are absolutely disrupting everything. Russell Wilson didn't look like he knew how to play football today. First few drives, we drive down the field with absolute ease. Can we find the end zone? Absolutely not. Taking sacks left and right. Russell Wilson don't know how to let go of the football. Man's over here holding on to the goddamn ball. My precious. Throw the damn ball away. Or throw it to somebody. Stop holding the football when ain't nobody open. This is not 2016. You not making those plays no more. Throw the ball away. Live to see another down. But instead, what do we get? 58-yard miss field goal. I'm not going to sit over here and talk about Boswell. I ain't going to say nothing bad about Boswell. He did what we needed him to go out there and do. Next drive, we drive down the field. 4th and 2. Hey, guess what? Let's bring in Justin Fields. Let's see if we could try to run a play on 4th down. And then what do? Try to get outside. Why? That's dumb. That's stupid. Use your head, Arthur Smith. Can we have better play calling in short down and distance situations? 3rd down, another situation where we were absolutely atrocious offensively. Red zone offense continues to be absolute dog water. We have to score touchdowns. There's no reason, under no circumstance, should we go 7 consecutive quarters unable to find the end zone. What kind of football team is this? Defense was playing well. For all intents and purposes, Cleveland had some plays here and there, but defensively, we played all right. Defense did what they had to do, similar to the game against the Cowboys. Same situation. Defense puts us in a good position, but for whatever fucking reason, our offense cannot run away with this game. Because guess what? If we're able to play our brand of football, which is actually being able to find the end zone, if that's even our brand of football, because it's unrecognizable at this stage, we win this game no fucking problem. But this is the Pittsburgh Steelers under Mike Tomlin. And we cannot seem to put up any doggone points. I didn't expect us to be able to run all over Cleveland. I didn't expect that to happen. I knew this wasn't going to be a situation where we have a Najee Harris and a Jalen Warren both go for over 75 or 80 plus yards or whatever the case may be. Russell Wilson looked absolutely lost out there. Justin Fields came in and had a magnificent run where it looked like he was fixing to go down the field, but a great play from Cleveland, right? We were dead to rights. We looked like the game was absolutely done. And then Delpit's dumbass pulled on George Pickens' mouthpiece and all of a sudden gave us life. Jalen Warren got himself into the end zone. Herbig forces a fumble. We go and we get ourselves a recovery. Then Russell Wilson goes and finds Calvin Austin for the touchdown. We got a 1-point lead. Game is in our favor. All we needed was a motherfucking 1st down. Couldn't get that, so we had to go and punt the football. It's cold weather. Climate, it's snowing out there. It's very difficult to mess around and even catch the football. You saw a snap go over Russell Wilson's head. So when our punter messed around and caught the damn ball, I was very happy about that, but I knew the kick wasn't gonna be the best, and it wasn't. Went out of bounds on our side of the field at the 45. And guess what? Defense does what we need them to do again. We have a 4th and 2. There's an illegal touching situation that should have been an intentional grounding, but kudos to the referees. They made the right call because the offensive lineman did touch the football. It was an absolute bailout. I don't know if the O-lineman had it in his mind of, well, if I touch the football, it's a 5-yard penalty and it's not a loss of a down, versus if I don't touch it and it's intentional grounding and it's a 10-yard penalty, or I should say a spot foul, usually 10 yards, and then a loss of a down. So let me just go ahead and touch the football. But Pittsburgh declined it. 4th and 2, game on the line. You get a stop, you get the ball back, and you have another chance. 1 1st down, game done. Why, after a minute and a half, nearly 2 minutes of deliberation, do you now go and reverse the call on the field and accept the penalty? That makes no sense. But Adonis, the Browns were 0-9 on the 3rd down, but they were 3-3 on 4th down. What comes after 3rd down? 4th down. It's inevitable. If you get a stop, it's still 4th down. But what if we go and we get a sack? What if we do that on 4th down? It makes no sense to change the call on the field. Then to make matters worse, you call timeout. After 90 seconds to 120 seconds of absolute confusion, you call timeout to give Cleveland time to think of multiple different avenues for their now 2 plays. Leave it on 4th and 2. It makes virtually no sense to go and change the call on the field to where now you accept the penalty to back them up 5 yards. For what? You win the game, or at least put yourself in a position to win the game if you give yourself that one stop on the 4th and 2. It makes no sense to back them up. Well, what if the 4th down's long? You still open up the door for an additional play. That's dumb, stupid situational football. Then, after that, we have a situation where, okay, 3rd down, they move the chains. For whatever reason, we can't seem to go and get a stop. They march down on the short down and distance to go and find the end zone rather than just letting Nick Chubb score. Because truly what we should have did was just let Nick Chubb score so we could have more time on offense to try to see if we could go make a play. Then we're stupid with the football with under 50 seconds remaining. Here it is. We got a pass over the middle to Freiermuth. I thought he had enough for a 1st down. They marked him short. 2nd and 1. For what reason? Russell Wilson rolling towards his left. Just fucking run out of bounds and pick up the 1st down. You know the down and distance. You've been in the league since 2012. That's over a decade, sir. I'm 100% sure you understand the 2-minute drill, especially with under a minute remaining. Just run, pick up the 1st down, step out of bounds. Keep that timeout in your pocket and save yourself not only 6 seconds, but save yourself an additional 2 plays. At maximum, 2 additional plays. Then you end up having to throw the football on 3rd and 1. Jaylen Warren has enough for the 1st down, but rather than try to make a play and get out of bounds, you trying to find somebody and lower the shoulder into him. I don't care if you try to get out of bounds and you don't make it, but at least make the attempt. Because now when you lose that timeout, you remove the element of trying to utilize the middle of the field. It makes virtually no sense to put yourself in a situation where you're just trying to pick up more yardage over the middle. This is dumb. That's stupid. There's 2 defenders there. You're not about to run through both these motherfuckers. That's stupid. Dumbass situational football. I don't want to hear nothing about, well, or why on that 3rd down play when Justin Fields launched it down the field to George Pickens instead of trying to play the intermediate game. I would have rather them throw the football very short or maybe in the intermediate to try to go and pick up the 1st down, or maybe even Justin Fields tries to run the football, force them to lose a timeout, or maybe even pick up the 1st down. But he threw a good ball to George Pickens. George Pickens over here trying to bail the damn referees to throw the goddamn flag for pass interference. Run the way you were running, looking back towards the football and make a play. Don't turn your damn body to where you're parallel with the defender and then all of a sudden you try to sit over here and bail out and flop to see if you can get a penalty. The entire 2nd half, only thing we saw from George Pickens was flopping and flailing and dancing, trying to get the officials to throw flags. There was no pass interference. On any of the plays, he was bitching for a pass interference call. Since when did we sit around here and bitch for referees to come and bail us out, bruh? Never leave it up to the Zebras to try to win the game for you. Go out there and win the game. The Browns literally handed us the game on a platter. On a platter. Deplett pulled Pickens' face, the mouthpiece. He pulled for it first, missed, went back and pulled it again right in front of the referees. Completely killed their momentum. We get a touchdown, a strip sack, another touchdown. We up by 1, got all the motherfucking juice in the world. And then we find a way to lose the game. This made no sense whatsoever, bro. This is one of them situations where you watch the game like, yo, I don't think we wanted to win. I'm 100% sure somebody must have bet some money and said, yo, we supposed to lose this game. I don't believe in trap games in division. People talk about, is this a trap game for, it's in division. That doesn't exist. Oh, well, it was a short week. It was a short week for Cleveland too. They played on Sunday as well. It doesn't matter that we have a winning record and they don't. They played 4 days ago as well. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. If this the brand of football that we gonna play on a short week, what the hell we gonna do when we got the Ravens, the Eagles, and the Chiefs in a 10-day span? I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but we still got Cincinnati that's on the schedule next week. Then we're gonna go see Cleveland again. Baltimore, all these other teams. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We found a way to lose this game. We had an opportunity to stretch our lead in the AFC North to 2.5 games over Baltimore. And they've got a tough task up against Los Angeles this upcoming Monday. We gotta hope that they lose to try to erase this loss. But mentally, this is something that's gonna fuck with us moving forward because you had the game in your hands and you found a way to lose. Jameis Winston never played a single game in 40-degree or sub-40-degree weather, let alone a snow game. I don't know if he ever played in a snow game in his entire life. And he came out here and played exceptional football when they needed him to make plays. We couldn't finish tackles. We could not mess around and get sacks. We couldn't mess around and make the plays when we needed to go and make plays. Our defense continued to go out there and bail us out. And it's a bend, don't break. But there's only so much motherfucking bending you can do. And they done turned us into, we ended up at the motherfucking Diddy party. And the Browns took out the damn oil. They saw us bend, don't break, and they done broke off in our goddamn asses and handed us a motherfucking L, bro. This one of them L's that mess around and shift your entire season. We had all the momentum in the world. Riding high, Russell Wilson 4-0 as a damn starter. We 8-2. About to walk in, get our 5th win, and then have another winning season or whatever the case may be, and go with all the juice taking on Cincinnati. But that ain't the case no more. That ain't the case no more. We lose this damn game, and it's a game that we legitimately lost. We legitimately lost. Because Cleveland played a better football game post first quarter, the entire situation. Then they handed us the game on the platter, and for whatever reason, we said, nah, we not hungry. We good. Y'all take the W. Motherfuckers in the locker room right now should be silent. I don't want to hear a single goddamn video where anybody talking. Unless it's a question that was asked to you in the post game, nobody should utilize the damn vocal cords for the remainder of the week. 10 consecutive days, it should be mute. Go to the Steelers practice. Only thing you should be hearing is a goddamn whistle. Everybody communicate non-verbally. Nobody's allowed to speak. Plane ride, you should be able to hear a pin drop. You should be able to hear the motherfucking pilot clicking buttons and moving shit. You shouldn't be able to hear nobody talk. Nobody should even be allowed to breathe. Find a different way to motherfucking live your life, bro. Because this is an atrocious loss. Embarrassing loss. And dare I say, some of y'all need y'all ass beat. Because what kind of team do you want to be? That's embarrassing. The 1 week we get ourselves in conversations for possible Super Bowl contenders, and we shouldn't even be talking about the postseason at this stage. But the one time in which people are actually giving the Pittsburgh Steelers credit, y'all come out here and do this bullshit. And that's why they constantly call us flukes. That's why we haven't had a playoff win in 8 years. This is why we're constantly talked about and laughed about, because we've lost the mystique of the Pittsburgh Steelers, despite the fact our defense is a championship fucking contending defense. But offensively, we continue to fucking go out there, fail to put points on the board, play down to the competition, and find ways to lose games. Y'all all should be ashamed of yourself, bro. Because what the fuck was that on prime time? Thursday night games find ways to lose every single time. Every single time. Nobody should be eating dinner whatsoever. Y'all should be on a motherfucking water fast until Cincinnati. Where am I gonna get my nutrients? Go find a fucking IV and fill that sumbitch with a bit of alkaline water or maybe electrolyte water or whatever the case may be, but none of y'all deserve to eat. Steelers on 3, what the fuck on 6? 1, 2, 3 Steelers, 4, 5, 6, what the fuck, bro? God damn, just ruined my goddamn night with this bullshit.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
All right, so boom. The NFL, NHL, NBA are off to magnificent starts, and the holiday season is steadily approaching. So what better way to gift yourself or somebody else an amazing experience by attending a live game? And there's no better location to go and grab tickets than with Game Time. Game Time is the only ticketing app that gives you complete peace of mind with your purchase. You can see the view of your seat before you buy, so you know exactly what to expect when you arrive. Just a couple weeks ago, I was in Pittsburgh, Monday Night Football, when the Steelers took on the Giants. How you think I got there? I got my tickets on Game Time. Might I add, with Game Time, you can save up to 60% off when buying last-minute tickets. The closer to the event, the cheaper the tickets are. And Game Time implemented a brand new feature called Game Time Picks, where they filter out all of the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time and energy searching through thousands of tickets. And they don't only have tickets for sports. You can go watch comedy shows. You can go to live music. You can even go watch the Blue Man Group. I didn't even know what the Blue Man Group did my entire life, and I got my tickets on Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying concert and sporting event tickets with Game Time Picks by clicking the link in my description, downloading the Game Time app, creating an account, use promo code Adonis, and save 20 bucks off your very first purchase. Terms apply. So again, download the Game Time app, create an account, use promo code Adonis, Adonis, and save 20 bucks. Download the Game Time app today, because what time is it? Game time. Hey, I appreciate you watching the entire video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button on the way out if you haven't already. And on top of that, hit that notification bell as well. For whatever reason, YouTube's only showing my videos to 20% of my subscribers. So if you have already turned on the notification bell, turn it off, turn it back on. If you never turn it on, turn it on. I appreciate you.